Okay, welcome to lesson 71, percent of change, lesson 71 of numbers and operations. So let's look at our objective, vocabulary. Okay, so a restaurant increase is large size drink from 189 to 219. What percent increase was this? Well, as we can see, to go from 189 to 219, we saw in the vocabulary, and if not, please, when you watch these videos, go back, hit the pause button, and read the objectives and vocabulary. I'm not going to read them all out. It's just a lot to do. So the difference between 219 and 189 is 30 cents over the original amount, 189. So 30 cents divided by 189, which equals 0.15873. And we're going to round to the 100th place. And then we're going to multiply by 100 to make it a percent, which goes 1, 2. So I would say 15.87%. So you can really round this up to a whole number, 16%. The large size drink increased roughly 16%. Okay. A swimsuit was marked down from 38 to 24. What kind of decrease was this? So it lost $14 out of its original price. So 14 over 34 equals 0.41176. And we're going to round this off to the 100th. So basically 41. When we round in decimals to the right of a number, we just get rid of all the rest of the numbers instead of writing zeros. So roughly 41%. In a recent school election, 42 less votes were cast than the last election. What was the decrease in votes? Okay, so we also had the change was 1/4%. So 0.25 gives us 42. Gives us 42 less votes times, let's say, votes. Divide by 0.25, divide by 0.25. Okay, so we had a quarter over there. Okay, so 1/4% times the total number of votes equals 42. 1/4 equals 0.25% times votes equals 42. And to change the decimal to a percent, you 0.0025 times votes equals 42. Divide by 0.0025 on both sides. Those cancel out. You're left with 1V. V equals 16,800. And that was our amount of votes. So that's our final example. I will see you at the end of the video for the recap. Okay, so finding the percent of change. The original amount is 245. The new amount is 1,470. So what do we have here? So find the percent of change. Our original amount was 245, our new amount. So we need to change. So 1470 minus 245 equals 1225. And so this was the change. The change divided by the original amount gives us 5. Remember, we got to multiply by 100 to make a percentage. So we get 500%. So that's a 500% increase, or it went up 5 times. Okay, so this is going to be similar exercises. The original amount and the new amount. So we're going to have to subtract these two numbers to get 306.60, which is the change. And then we divide the change by the total. And that will give us 0.3 multiplying by 100 is 30%. So this is a 30% loss or a 30% discount because the number went down. Find the original amount and the new amount. Okay, so 9 is our change over whatever the original amount is. So we'll just call that O for original equals 20 over 100. So we're using these as proportions because a percent is a fraction. So cross multiplying. Let me use OA for original amount. Cross multiplying, we get 9 times 100 equals 20 times OA divided by 20 on both sides. I can knock off the 2 zeros. Actually, I can 20 out of 100 is 5. So 9 times 5 is 45 is our original amount. Now we lost $9, so now we subtract $9 from that, and means $36 is our new amount. And our final problem. An increase of 486%, and our percent increase is 12.5%. So our increase is 486 out of what total? We don't know. Question mark equals 12.5 over 100. So again, 486 times 100 cross multiplying equals 12.5 times question mark dividing by 12.5 divided by 12.5 equals question mark. And now, for a number like this, put it in the calculator and put it in like it's written. Do 486 times 100, then divide that amount by 12.5. So let me repeat that again. So do 486 times 100, hit enter, then you'll get a big number, 48,600. Then we divide that number by 12.5, and you get 3,888. Or if you have a calculator, you could, with parentheses, you could use parentheses and put everything in on one line. But so I didn't ask a question in problem 4. So the increase was $486. The percent of increase was 12.5%. So our amount was 3,888. And that was the original amount. So now we're going to add 486 to this to get the new amount, which will give us 4 17, 13, 43.74. So this is our original amount because the formula gives you an original amount. And this is our new amount. And so that was this lesson. So thank you for watching. I will catch you guys on the next video. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.